Hello, guys. You won't believe what you're about to watch right now. Even me, I couldn't believe. Let's just watch.
And with the onset of the new year, you must have come across various listicles reflecting on the goods and bads of the past year. One such list was also published on World Leaders to rank the most corrupt one in the year of 2024. Two African leaders have made it to the top 3 on the list of the most corrupt leaders of 2024. The two are Kenyan President William Ruto and Nigerian President Bola Tinubu. The world leaders were ranked by the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, or the OCCRP. Now, the global network of investigative journalists that specializes in organized crime and corruption. Ruto and Tinubu were the finalists for the OCCRP's Person of the Year Award. The top ranked, that is the most corrupt leaders title, was given to former Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Kenya's William Ruto was placed second, and Nigeria's Bola Tinubu secured the 3rd spot. Though Bashar al-Assad was ranked number 1, he did not receive the most number of votes. It was the Kenyan president. An unprecedented number of people, more than 40,000, wrote in to nominate William Ruto for Person of the Year in organized crime and corruption. But the Syrian president Bashar al-Assad had the jury's vote, so they placed Ruto in 2nd position. Now, the Ruto government in Kenya has been accused of greed and corruption, resulting in failures in economic policy, health, education, and political instability. Kenya saw a wave of protests last year that began against a controversial finance bill involving tax hikes. The demonstrations snowballed into a wider movement against the Ruto government. The youth-led rallies demanded an end to economic woes and corruption, and also for Ruto to resign. The government's response was swift and brutal, with security forces deploying tear gas, water cannons, and live ammunition, leading to numerous injuries, deaths, and disappearances. A fresh protest has now begun in Kenya against the abduction of government critics. Inspired by the rallies in East Africa's Kenya, youth in West Africa's Nigeria also marched against the Tinubu administration last year. The protests were dubbed End to Poor Governance, calling out the government graft. At the center of these protests were his controversial economic reforms, which included removing decades-long costly fuel subsidy to save money. Tinubu claimed that these reforms would fix the economy. However, it further burdened Nigerians with skyrocketing inflation and fuel scarcity. The Nigerian President Tinubu has been accused of amassing enormous wealth for himself and his family. He has also faced scrutiny for being a drug dealer in the US in the past. He was also rocked by allegations of certificate forgery shortly after he was inaugurated as the president in 2023. Now, during his presidency, he has faced backlash over his economic policies. Similarly, Kenyan President Ruto has also faced suspension for graft in the past while serving as a minister. As per reports, in the first 6 months of his presidency, he spent more than $11 million on receptions, parties, and other hospitality supplies. Tinubu is also accused of prioritizing his personal luxuries over the welfare of the Nigerian people. Both leaders frequent foreign trips and have come under the spotlight. In fact, they are both known as Africa's flying presidents, as carried on with their foreign visits in luxurious jets while people in their countries suffered under tough economic conditions. So while public outrage grows against them, such reports are only making things worse for the leaders of the two big African economies.